Right, I'm hang up now. Hello, hello, is anybody there? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Am I moving? I can see Susie and Kim are in the chat saying it's back. Joe's there. We've lost Chris, but am I back? Am I back? Oh, hello, Chris Hawes. Thanks for joining. Chris in Australia can see and hear. That's good news. All's good. I think we've lost a lot of people though. That was a nightmare. I did have nightmares that something like that would happen, that we would get a technical problem today. To be honest, that isn't the worst technical problem we could have got. But if you were watching before, you know we had a couple of glitches where we had a bit of buffering, but that time it wasn't just buffering, it just completely died on us. And it appears that it was a problem with the streaming software, and it just lost its connectivity to YouTube. I had to oh no, really? Oh no. Okay, the title of the video is wrong. We are definitely not doing a fast mile today. This is part 2 of our marathon attempt. As you can see from the screen, we've been running for 1 hour 45 minutes now. We're approaching 17 kilometers, but we had a big technical problem not with Zwift. Zwift's been working fine. With the streaming software, lost its connectivity. So, guys, Joe and Kim, you were watching before. Are you in the same chat as before, or is it a new chat that's opened up? If it is, and you could get back into the old chat, just let people know that we've started again under a new stream. I think it's a new stream, given that you told me that the title of it's changed. I just did what I could do quickly to get up and running again, and even that probably cost me about 5 minutes. It's a new chat, Kim, right? Okay, if you're able to still get back in the old chat, maybe just drop a comment, let people know. But yeah, we've definitely lost quite a lot of people on that. That's a shame. The worst thing would be if we had a problem with Zwift, because if Zwift crashes, then that's the end, game over. And the closer we get to the finish, if that happens, I would not be impressed. But let's just hope that was our one and only technical issue. A pretty major technical issue though, never had that before. And as I say, it just seemed that the streaming software lost its connectivity to YouTube and it wasn't going to get it back. So I just had to shut it all down. I had to go into the running tasks, kill them all off because they wouldn't shut down properly. And then I restarted the streaming software, and that's what's got us back. Okay, so the old stream ended, yeah. I think it would have ended when I finally killed off the streaming software. So we've got some new people joining us as well. So that's good. You're very welcome. And hopefully some of the people that were watching this find the new stream. I could change the title, but that is going to be problematic without losing more time in my running. Hello, Ben. How are you? Just dropping in for the first time. We've had a bit of a technical issue. The original stream stopped working after an hour and 45 minutes. So I've had to do a bit of a quick job at restarting everything and getting it going, but unfortunately it's a new stream now, and apparently the title is incorrect. Right, I'm going to reduce my pace. I'm going to change the title maybe. Evelyn's back, that's good, you found it. Thanks, Ben, yeah. We're feeling good. Look at that, look what it's done to my heart rate on the kilometre 17. Back up to 130 something now though. Right. I think I can do this, guys. Right, we're starting to get people back. That's good. Now I've changed the title of the video. It should now say Marathon Part 2. If anyone would like to refresh and confirm, that would be good. Thanks, Ben. I just didn't want anyone tuning in wanting to see a fast mile. Look at that though. Heart rate has gone up as a result of trying to change the title mid marathon run. So that the thumbnail might still be wrong. I can't do anything about that, but at least the title should be correct now. Good to hear there's no buffering anymore, Joe. Yeah, let's just hope we got rid of that problem. Thanks, Evelyn. Title's updated. And I can see we've got probably about half the audience we had before who crashed. Tune in to see me rather than the running. Okay. Yeah, I would have lost a bit of time there, Susie. I'm not sure how much time. Well, you can see actually, look, kilometre 17 is where it all went wrong. So it probably added 5 to 6 minutes dealing with that technical issue. I just brought the treadmill right down in speed, killed the streaming software, restarted it all as quickly as I could, and at least got us back. Yeah. Tina, you missed a massive technical issue. Fortunately, not a technical issue with Zwift, but a technical issue with the streaming software. It just, from those original glitches we were getting, it just completely lost its connection to YouTube. So YouTube was getting nothing through from the stream. I was carrying on running, and then I could see on my other screen that, and I can see from what you guys were saying in the chat, that it just wasn't, you were getting nothing. It crashed, and then I had to restart all the streaming software, which cost me about 5 to 6 minutes, where I just had to come to a halt and start off again. You can see that in the kilometre splits there on the left, but and during all of that, I've discovered my schoolboy error of the day. There's always one, isn't there? For anyone that knows me, they know that I always run, ever since I got a calf injury, I always now run in calf sleeves, particularly for this length of distance to run. Look down at my calves, bare legs. Might feel that later, but I'm not stopping again to sort that out. So Tina, don't get any snacks again. So I think we lost Chris, Ben. He was watching for a bit on the other stream, but no word from him yet. Maybe he'll take up on your bit of banter there. Thanks, Susie. This is a comfortable pace. Oh look, it's faster, isn't it? I thought I'd gone back to the same pace. I have just increased it slightly. We're fine at this pace. We'll stick with it. Thanks, Tina. I'm just glad that you found it. You found the stream again. Might have to roll back into the house, Ben. Although the grass is way too wet and muddy for that. If he's watching, Ben, he's just not taking your bait. That's all I can say. Hi, Claire. Well, Claire, you missed the technical issues, but thanks for joining part 2 of the marathon. We are doing fine at the moment, thanks. We're not aiming for a particular time. I did think it would be somewhere between 4 hours and 4.5 hours, providing I make it that far. So I haven't trained specifically to run a marathon at the moment, and therefore I am just being very conscious of that. We started off at 6 minutes per kilometre pace. We've increased it to 5:50-ish, 5:49 per kilometre. That's what we were running at before the first stream crashed. We got going on the second stream, but as you can see, kilometre 17 took us 5 to 6 minutes longer to run due to that crash. So we've lost that amount of time. Now, the plan is, if things go well, I will increase the pace as we go through it. But if it's not, if it's feeling a struggle, then we may even slow down towards the end. We'll find out. And that was the challenge for today, though, to complete a marathon on a treadmill. You can see that there's still 16 people taking part, and none of them are very close to me, otherwise you would see them over on the right hand side. Oh, there's one person, but you can see that person. You can see we're doing kind of some sort of loop, because that person is actually ahead of me, although they're showing up behind me on the leaderboard there on the right hand side. So I'm in 8th, so I'm mid-pack, despite that little technical problem. Yeah, we're staying positive. As I said, I think before you joined, as long as Zwift doesn't have a technical issue, then I can carry on. And with the stream, providing my internet doesn't go down, you know, we can deal with most technical issues with the stream, providing the internet's still there. And if the internet goes down, then Zwift goes as well. So I've completely lost it then. But that's my biggest concern doing this, is that we get a problem with Zwift near the end. And I don't want that. So let's not try and think about that anymore. We had one gel earlier on. I can't remember when, that was about 14 kilometers, I think we had a gel. I believe at 2-3 kilometers more, maybe have another gel. Or maybe a bit longer, I don't know, we'll see. Not far away from the halfway mark now. So other than the stream crashing, the fact that I'm not wearing calf sleeves, and I always run with calf sleeves, other than that, you know, everything's going good. Hello, Michael. Yeah, I'm back. Is that the cake emoji? Need some of that after. Yeah, I hope marathons will be back next year. Hopefully next autumn. That's when my Manchester Marathon has been rescheduled for. I think it's October next year. I hope we're able to do that. We'll find out, won't we? Not good news here in the UK today though, or over the last few days really. Big spike in cases. The area where I live has moved into tier 4, which is a new tier, higher than the highest tier. And it sounds like we're in pretty much of a lockdown now over the Christmas period. Hi Stephen, thanks for joining. Oh, so Stephen's gone and bought the Pegasus 37s. Happy birthday for tomorrow. You going to run in them tomorrow? Or have you gone out in them today already? The one thing I haven't been able to do is the chat windows a little bit narrower and shorter than it was before, if that makes any sense. It means that if I don't read your chats quickly, I lose them, they go off screen. So Ben, I did see that you said something about, I think, a denial of service attack. I didn't read the whole of it, so I missed that, sorry. 2 hours, we're going to go 2 hours guys, and we're at approaching 20 kilometers. So we seem to be doing loops of this bit here. We've done it a few times already. That airship, every time it looks like it's going to hit one of them pylons. Narrowly misses it. Hi Ian, thanks for joining. You missed the technical issues. That's why this is part 2 of the marathon. If you want to see what went on earlier, we had a bit of a technical issue with the streaming software, losing its connectivity to YouTube at kilometre 17. So cost us about 5 or 6 minutes, but we're not worried. Thanks Tina. Right, looks like we got quite a few new people, and we're not quite at the numbers of people watching that were during part 1 before the crash, but we got quite a few new people, or people rejoining. Ben saying, yeah, distributed denial of service attack. Bit of a technical term there, but who knows what it was. Dan is back, checking back in. Yeah, we're doing okay, Dan. We had a technical issue. We're over that now. And people are rejoining and new people are joining. ADB running. Thank you for joining. Yeah, it's going okay at the moment. So so that's Adam. Hello, Adam. Yeah, going okay. I keep saying it, but people are rejoining all the time. We had a technical issue, not with Zwift, but with the streaming software, which is why we're on part 2 of the stream. So hopefully people manage to find us on part 2. Thanks, AJ. I'm not winning, Dan. I'm mid-pack. Look at that, 8 out of 16. But I'm winning the battle. That's the important thing, isn't it? Hi, David. Yeah, we're still going. Not far till we get to halfway. Thanks, Ben. Thanks, Tina. Right, looks like we're up to 20 viewers again. That's good. No dropped frames, it's telling me, so the stream should be really good quality at the moment. Let's just hope it stays that way this time. Well, that's good actually. If it's really just improved it. Yeah, we're nearly halfway. You've been doing your Christmas wrapping, Joe. Anybody got any running specific Christmas presents that they're looking forward to? Yes, so Stephen Smith is having a birthday meet up on Zwift. For anyone that runs, let him know. Unfortunately, my legs will just not be up for that. But I'll try and give you a ride on whilst you're doing it. I was wondering that, Tina. I thought I'd see it go up a bit quicker than it has been, but yeah, it might do. I only got up to level 13 the other day during this week, so just proves you can move up the levels if you do this sort of distance on Zwift. Yeah, 33k, 20 miles. That is a bit in a marathon, any marathon, that could really start to hurt at that stage. We shall find out if that happens to me today. Hopefully not. We won't know. So Michael's got some New Balance Rebels coming from Santa. Very good. Yes, Ben, I did mention it earlier. Probably you weren't watching at that point in time, but yes, there is a really big Zwift group run on Christmas Eve. I believe they do this every year in a sort of holiday period, end of year type of run. Organised, I believe, by one of the founders of Zwift. And yeah, Mo Farrow is leading it. So I intend to run that, and hopefully we'll live stream that one as well. Not sure what time of the day that's at, but hopefully if you're not working, if it's in the evening, then people will be able to tune in for that live stream. I was saying at the time I signed up to it, I'm sure it's increased by now, there was 800 people already signed up for it. So it will probably be the biggest group run on Zwift that it's ever been. So Tina's saying 2:30 UK time. No pot noodles for me, I'm afraid. So Adam is hopefully getting Phil Maffetone's big book of endurance training and going to attempt math training in the new year. Very good. Okay, we're over halfway, guys. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. A really large run. You can guarantee everyone is, because I don't think Mo is going to run at Mo type speed. So you know that everyone's going to try and match him and be running kind of next to him. But there's like going to be hundreds of people trying to do that. It'll be a real test to see how well the stability of Zwift holds up on that day for that run. I know they have cycling runs that are probably of equal size or bigger, but that will be the biggest group run, I believe, that there's ever been. Yeah, Tina, that's exactly what I was thinking. Anyone that's used Zwift will know that you do sometimes get a crash. Oh look, I've moved up to 6th position. What's happened there? I haven't overtaken anyone. So it must have had some people drop out. Or were some people just running a half marathon, even though they entered the marathon? Don't know. Still says there's 16 people in this though. Moseying down to that Zwift run, yeah. I think if you did name yourself Kipchoge and you started running on Zwift, you would get a lot of undesired comments heading your way. Hey Andy, the FOD runner is here. Yes, Andy. We're trying to run a marathon. All a bit crazy. First marathon on a treadmill if it happens. But as you can see, we are over halfway. We're still going okay at the moment. Had a little problem with the live stream earlier, hence why this is part 2. And that cost us about 5 or 6 minutes. But other than that, keeping a reasonably good pace. Just gone into zone 3. Heart rate I can see there. That's okay at this stage of the run. Thanks, Andy. Yeah, it's been a good week for these live streams and for doing the various runs that they've had in the Watopia Run Festival. For anyone that's missed the earlier ones, we've done every distance, including the marathon today. Start with the 5k, then the half marathon, then the 10k, fast 1 miler on Thursday evening, a rest day yesterday, and then hopefully a marathon today. In a way, you know, I think the live stream crashing, although we lost some people, we seem to have gained quite a lot of different people, so maybe it was a good thing. It's given some other people a chance for YouTube to pop up a notification on their device and tune in for a bit. So Kim is changing devices, going from his iPad over to his PC. So question there on when am I taking my gels. I had one gel, which I think was about 14 kilometers. I'm going to have another one in a moment, and then sort of pace it like that really. I've got 4 gels here. I may only have 3, we'll see. Yeah, and it's really changed the way I have approached my training, having a Zwift set up like this. As you'll probably know, I used to have it in our kind of open planned dining area in our home, but I always had a plan to move it out of there. Originally I was thinking of clearing out my garage and putting it in there. Then I was a bit worried about, you know, the heat that you might get in the garage, particularly in the summer. So we've built this garden room now, which I still need to name properly, but it's given me the opportunity to move the treadmill out of here, to work out here during the daytime for my day job, and I will plan to do more YouTube recording out here as well. At the moment the garden is completely waterlogged, so getting to and from the house out to here is a bit of a treacherous thing most days, but other than that it's quite nice to be at home but out of the house. A pimped up Wii Sports running event. I've never done any sporting events on the Wii. But no, anyone that's tried Zwift or even watched this, you can see it is good. And today you can see I am running much of this on my own, but many of the runs you are running with other people. You get to know people on Zwift. So it's a sort of a community feeling to it. You get ride-ons, you give ride-ons, you know, so I seem to be running the opposite direction to a lot of runs at the moment on this part of the course. That's good to hear, Kim. Yeah, I do plan now. I've got this set up to make use of it. I'm not planning to be a kind of everyday streamer, but I will aim to do a stream every now and then. As I say, Christmas Eve will be the next one, with that massive group run with Mo Farah taking place. Yeah, I'm really keen to do that one this year, and I'll stream that one, so it'd be good to have as many people back for that. Tina's counting the laps I'm doing. Thanks for that. 3 laps done, right. Guys, I don't like to, you know, tempt fate or anything, but I'm in 5th place here. Without overtaking anyone. It's one of your favourite routes, Tina. Second gel, lemon and lime by popular demand earlier. Thanks, Evelyn. Two gels down and no sticky fingers. That doesn't happen in the real world. Thanks, Andy. Not expecting a podium today, but if people keep dropping out, which I'm assuming that's what's going on, because I'm going up the leaderboard without actually overtaking people. Thank you, Joe. I think what I'm planning is to do the up to 32k at this pace, this current pace. And then depending on how good we or not we feel at 32k, we'll decide whether we can push on a little bit. Yeah, thanks, Andy. As I was saying earlier, I haven't trained for this, and that's why I'm being very careful, particularly in the early stages, on the type of pace I'm running, watching that heart rate. But I didn't train for my last marathon either for that distance. I just ran it based on general fitness, and whilst it did get tough, particularly towards the end, the conditions for that, when I did that London Virtual Marathon, were much worse than they are in here at the moment. And temperature is good in here. I'm not noticing it being too hot. Fan is just blowing a nice breeze into my face. Certainly not like the other night where it got up to 25 degrees in here. And actually, with the aircon on the dehumidifier setting, I can tell that the humidity is lower than it was the other night, because the other night there was condensation on the windows. Couldn't even see out of them, but there's none tonight. Thanks, Andy. Yeah, gonna have your dinner. Hope you enjoy that. And yeah, really appreciate people dropping in, coming back later, see how I'm getting on. But Andy, if you're still there, you've got to tell us what you're having for dinner. That's what everyone was doing earlier. Charlie, nice one. No. That's a very simple answer. Thanks, Andrew. Yep, still going, still feeling good. Right, we're heading for the vertigo section again. Don't look down. Oh, that's interesting. So the person in 4th place is just under 3.5 minutes ahead of me, but they are actually running a slower pace at the moment than me. I have actually run Repack Ridge. I ran it during the time that the elevation would change on the treadmill automatically, just to try it out. It was all over the place, the treadmill. Up, down, up, down. I know, Joe. I'm getting more used to it. The first couple of times around this section, I really didn't like looking at the screen. I was more comfortable watching the chat, just so I didn't look down. So although we keep sort of saying this is a test of mental strength as well as physical, which it definitely is, as we approach 2.5 hours of running, I think the good thing about this, when you look at the distance you run, which as you can see is approaching 25k now, it's also telling you how much you've got left to run, 17.4k. So I always think when you get over halfway in a race, it's always nice to count things down rather than keep counting them up. And on Zwift you can do both. So Claire, it will be more than 80 kilometres. And in Zwift you can set yourself targets, daily targets or weekly targets. And I normally have a weekly target and it's only set to 10k because quite often I only do one run a week on Zwift. And I like to sort of see it pop up saying you met your target. For this week, because I knew I was going to be running approximately 80 kilometres, I set the target to 80 kilometres. So before the end, at some point, we should say, it should tell me that we've met the weekly target. So yeah, it'll be more than 80k this week, or 50 miles if you work in miles. Yes, Andrew, I think once you get over that halfway mark, it definitely is a benefit, particularly if you're still feeling relatively okay at the halfway mark. So we will see somebody overtake me soon. D Stone. He's running much faster than me and he's already done 34.6 kilometres. So he's at least one loop ahead. No, that will be 2 loops ahead. So I think these loops that we're doing at the moment are around 5k from what we saw earlier. So he's a good bit ahead and he will come past me. As you can see there, he's actually 36, nearly 37 minutes ahead of me. "17 kilometres to go then. So in terms of recovery after this, you're gonna laugh. I've got curry lined up after this and a glass of wine, and then plenty of stretching, plenty of foam rolling, and the massage gun is nicely charged up, ready to use on particularly on my calf muscles. Oh, what's going on there? Third place. So Claire's asking, am I looking forward to running outside after this week? When it stops raining, I'll be looking forward to going outside. It's been horrible in the UK, or my part of the UK, this week. It really has. It just, the sun has come out, but not for long enough to dry anything up. It just seems to be raining most of the time. Yes, Michael, third. How did that happen? Again, I'm moving up. I've literally moved up from the middle of the pack, 8th position, up to third, without overtaking anybody on the actual course. So all that I think that means is a number of people have just stopped running. So they're still being counted in the total number of 16 runners, but as soon as I get over the position that they were in, or the distance they were in, I move up a position. So this is proving that this is now a race of endurance, not a race of who can necessarily run the fastest. Hello, Harry. So Harry from Jog On with Harry Morgan, who's got very familiar with the music now. Guys, if you're not familiar with Harry's channel, take a note of it. Head over there, have a watch some of his videos. He makes some fantastic videos, and he's very close to 1,000 subscribers. So you know what to do there. Go and hit that subscribe button, help him out. But I think you really will enjoy the videos as well. Yeah, thanks, Joe. Keep the emojis coming. I love the emojis appearing on the screen. Let's have a 5-minute period of put your favourite emoji sentence on. Pick your favourite emojis for what you're feeling now watching this. Ten miles to go. Yes, Joe. I was going to try and add some more songs to it, so you didn't have to hear it so many times. But to be honest, I wasn't expecting so many people to be sticking with the entire stream like some of you guys have, like Joe has, like some of the rest of you have. So apologies for not making the playlist a little bit longer. It's half an hour long, so we've already had it 5 times. Nice one, Charlie and Andrew. Thanks, Kim. Thank you, Tina. So Dee's Stone ahead there. As I say, he's 38 minutes ahead of me in this marathon. He's running 4:22 kilometers at the moment. He's only got about 5k to go. That would have been impressive if you were running like that, Claire. I can't really make out what the last one is. No hills on my treadmill though, Kim. A nice 0% incline setting for this. Ah, chocolate, right. So having a look at the heart rate data, Yeah, we increased the pace. We went into zone 3 according to Zwift, and it's around 143 beats per minute at the moment. So Charlie's asking, have I got my eye on any races for next year? And not for the first half of next year, maybe some smaller ones as they emerge, but Manchester Marathon is next October. Hopefully that can actually finally take place. And then I do have I'll announce it in my goals video for next year. I have another race that is booked in during the first half of next year, which I'm hoping will take place, given when it's due to take place and the type of race it is. So I'll let you know about that on probably the 1st of January when I release my goals video. Okay, so now you can see on the leaderboard, Zed Garner is 53 minutes ahead of me, running at a pace of 3 minutes 18 per kilometre, and I think it said he had done 42 kilometres. So he's almost finished and he's going to win it. And then D Stone is in second place with coming up for 4 kilometres to go. And there's me, 10 kilometres behind, currently in third. We're not really sure where everyone else is. Maybe everyone else has dropped out. Maybe there is only 3 left in it. So Andrew's booked in for the Edinburgh half marathon on the 30th of May. Yeah, certainly any big events before May, hard to see how they'll take place, but let's hope as we get nearing the summer, or into those summer months, and with the vaccine rollout taking place, let's just hope that some of these larger events can take place safely. I know we're going to all really appreciate it when they can. Yes, Charlie, trail races definitely. And that's what I'm hoping, there'll be some local one of those that are able to happen. But even those at the moment in the southeast of England are not going to be very likely given the current situation. But hopefully as the months pass by and we come out of winter, things will change. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Tina. Doesn't look like I'm going to move up anymore, because I think the two that we are seeing or have seen either ahead or behind me on the leaderboard, but they're both quite a long way actually ahead. I think, you know, they're nearing the end of their marathon, so that's first and second position. So then it just might be me running on my own to the end. Two-thirds of the way done though. Yeah, base fitness, very important for what I'll be planning for next year, so there'll be a lot of focus on that. Oh really, Tina? Okay. Surprising we're not seeing them on the leaderboard at all though. So 2 things to watch out for in the final third of this race. One is I should reach my 80 kilometre or 50 mile target of running on Zwift this week. Secondly, we should, I think, go from level 13 to level 14. You can see that orange bar slowly moving up or towards the right as I get XP points for the distance that I'm running, and with a bit of luck, before we get to the end, that will go up to level 14. And guys, if you enjoyed watching it this week, if you're new to the channel this week and you think some of your running friends would like the channel, we obviously don't just do live streams. In fact, before this week I haven't done many live streams for a while, but I do like doing the live streams for good interaction with the viewers, yourselves, and we can obviously have that interaction and we can have a bit of entertainment watching me run on Zwift if we do it like this. But we also do training videos, tend to do a weekly training vlog, and we do, when they're on, we do races, we do park runs when they're on, we do product reviews, and I've got a few of them lined up which have just been waiting to be done, so we'll get some of those out over the Christmas week. After you've spent all your money on Christmas, maybe there's some other running products you might like to think of for next year. But I have actually got one product that I'm testing at the moment, which is a very new product that I really do want to get testing properly outside when it's a bit drier. Something very new, which I think a lot of people will find interesting. Whether they want to buy it or not, it's up to them, obviously. I'll give you my thoughts on it. But I always like to test new products, see what they're all about, see something new can offer to runners. So Tina's asking, how many park runs have I done? More than 100, less than 150. That's about as close as I can tell you, because I can't really remember. But she's done 239, so not far away from the 250 top. Are you a bit of a park run tourist, Tina? Have you done many park runs around the country or even other countries? Or do you mainly just stick to your home one? Michael's done 37 park runs, so approaching the first t-shirt, the 50. So Charlie, I have done, the nearest I got to a live outdoor stream was when we first went into lockdown. I ran a park run in my garden. The full 5k, measured accurately with a tape measure, around a very small course in my back garden. It is on the channel, you will see it there somewhere. So we did, but obviously that was because I was close enough, being outside in the back garden, to be able to pick up my Wi-Fi signal. So I had a fixed camera, and then I had my mobile phone that I was carrying around with me, so you could kind of see the close-up and hear me through that. But it only worked because I was on the Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi just about stretched into the garden. If you did it elsewhere outside and were relying on the mobile network, yes, you can do it, but you'd have to think how you did it in a way that you could get stable footage. So you probably need to use your mobile phone. I did try it with a GoPro connected through the phone, but it just didn't work well. And yeah, you probably need to do it for your mobile phone, so you need to be in an area that's got good data coverage, and you'd probably need a gimbal for the mobile phone as well, which then becomes a bit difficult kind of running with that and holding it as well. Even without the gimbal, I remember doing it in my garden for half an hour. Holding the mobile phone up was quite, well, my arm started to ache by the end of it, put it that way. So Tina's done most of her park runs at her home one, just done the tourist thing 5 times. And Michael's done plenty of volunteering at park run. He's got his 25 t-shirt for that. And Joe remembers back to the park run in my garden and enjoyed that. That was the crazy days of the first lockdown where people, I did a park run in my garden, 5k. There were people doing all sorts of things, weren't there? Marathons, ultra marathons in their back gardens. So we are approaching 30 kilometres, and we're also approaching the 3-hour mark. Thanks everyone for carrying on watching. Really do appreciate it. Certainly motivates me knowing that there's plenty of you out there watching. Gives me something more to think about than just concentrating on the time and the distance. So Michael did 10k in his back garden in the first lockdown because he wanted to do a double run day. And I think, if I remember right, we were only allowed out once a day for exercise at that time. Hello Bertie, thanks for joining. It's all going good at the moment. Feet are aching a little bit, I'm not going to lie on that. But, you know, we're up to 30k now. Can't remember the last time I did 30k in a run. Well, I can actually. It was the Virtual London Marathon back in October. So it has been a while since I've done this sort of distance. But the pace we've been running at certainly I think it's been a comfortable pace so far. I think I am going to increase it slightly when we get to 30, but only just slightly. There we go, 30. In just under 3 hours. So 12 kilometers to go. So Bertie's 15, hasn't done a marathon but does do halves. And his plan is to go to Copenhagen next September for a half marathon. Very good. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, two very round numbers there, wasn't it? 30k on 3 hours. For anyone that's joining late or missed the bit in the middle where I had a little technical issue, I lost about 5 to 6 minutes when the stream crashed. I had to restart it. But since then, we have increased pace a little bit. Important not to increase it too much too soon. There is still 12 kilometers to go. Right. Bertie's asking what pace am I going in miles? Tina, can you help out on that one? Or was it Claire? I can't remember actually. Somebody said that they could work in both. Most people work in one or the other. So Michael, I quite like this type of music, hence why it's playing on the playlist. Something a bit up-tempo, definitely. Thank you, Andrew. So 10.8 kilometers per hour is 6.7 miles per hour. So Ed is saying just quicker than 9 minutes per mile pace at the moment, and up to, I've just upped it at 30k. I just upped it. So before that, it was just slower than 9 minutes per mile pace. So Bertie, I haven't trained for this today. I'm going on my general fitness to be able to do this, but I am pacing it according to that. My half marathon PB is 1 hour 38 something, set back in September. But my marathon PB, which was set a couple of years ago, nearly 3 years ago, was 3 hours 56. That was my very first marathon and certainly wasn't paced correctly. Went out way too fast, suffered a lot later on. I think on that day I went on the theory that people used to say, take your half marathon pace or your half marathon time, double it, and add about 20 minutes. I probably even went out quicker than that for the first half and really suffered towards the end, but still managed to come in under 4 hours, which I was really pleased with. Uh, 3:30 I think for next year would be too quick for me, Ed. I would like to get to 3:45. I've said that every time I've gone out and run a marathon. 3:45 would be a really good time for me to be able to get. But to be honest, anything that begins with 3 hours, I would not be unhappy about. Maybe, Ed, but that's knocking a lot of time off what I've currently achieved. I'm not saying never, and maybe with the right training, yeah, maybe it is possible. Yeah, thanks, Andrew. Yeah, the heart rate's still okay. It's under control. I can feel that I have increased the pace. Charlie's saying, if I do 5 minutes per kilometre from now to the end, I'll go under 4 hours. Don't tempt me. I'll be dying afterwards. And a little increase. I'm feeling like I've probably run about 31 kilometres, yeah, probably. My feet are starting to ache a little bit. Nothing too bad, but that's the only thing I'm noticing at the moment. In terms of energy, I still feel I've got energy left. The legs are probably the thing that are feeling a little bit like they know they've run further than they've run for a long time. Yeah, 5 minutes 41 per kilometre gets you to sub 4 if you ran that the whole time. I think when it was mentioned that when Charlie said 5 minutes per kilometre, he meant in this race from now, if I upped it to 5 minutes per kilometre, then I would finish in just around 4 hours for this particular race. As you can see, 5 minutes per kilometre, oh look at that, verging on zone 4. 5 minutes per kilometre would be a 50-minute 10k. Oh. I'm not saying we're going to do 5 minutes per kilometre for the whole of the end. 10k at this pace is probably going to hurt, but we'll... Nothing ventured, nothing gained. We'll give it a go. My ears are popping at the moment. I've got the Kachobi ear thing going on. It's your fault, Charlie. So Charlie, because you started this, I think I will have to increase again before the end. Is that right? Yeah, I will. Because I've got 10k to go right now. Oh, not even right now. I'm not up to 32.2 yet. So I'm going to have to make up a bit more time even. And I don't want to leave all that to the end, so somebody work it out. If we run at 4:55 now to the end, are we going to come under 4 hours or not? Tina, just blame Charlie. He suggested it. We're giving it a go. I'm not promising anything because look at the heart rate. We've already got up to zone 4. But we are still feeling okay at the moment. So Andy's saying sub 4 is on. Okay. I'm hoping this pace, just keep at this pace, and that's what I need to do without having to increase it anymore. Again, I don't know if I can hold this pace to the end, but we will try. Ed is going to do the math when we get to 9k. Thanks, Ed. So Andrew thinks I need to increase slightly. Yeah, okay. That's the general opinion, increase slightly. Okay, you guys keep working it out and let me know what I've got to do. Okay, we're on 450 now. I'm not sure I'm going to be capable of much more than this. So hopefully 450 is enough. Right, thanks Ed, thanks Andrew. Looks like we're on the right pace now for a sub 4. Slight problem. TV's about to turn itself off. Don't want to be running blind. Looks like the viewers are going up. Thank you everyone else for tuning back in or joining for the first time. As you watch me complete the final part of my first marathon on Zwift on a treadmill. We were running up to, with about 10k to go, we were running at more than sub 4 pace, but we've upped the pace for this last 9k, which, if we've all done our maths right, will get me to a sub 4 marathon on the treadmill. I'm not saying it's possible yet, because I can definitely feel this increase on both my legs and in my breathing, and my ability to talk to you as I'm doing it. So I should probably shut up, but there we go. So I'm reading the comments even if I don't respond to all of them. Not always, Susie, didn't do it in the half marathon. But we're giving it a go today. Feet are definitely going up tomorrow, yeah. Good rest. Thank you, Alex. There we go, guys. 80 kilometers for the week and still running. Parkrun to go, guys. Thanks, everyone. Guys, one moment. Rest stop. Oh. Well, guys, sorry I couldn't talk during that last section. Oh, yep. Thank you. I'll look back at all your comments. I wasn't able to read them all, but I just had to stay focused, and I so needed, you know what. So, yeah, a sec. Oh, wow. Thank you, everyone. That was really, if you weren't watching that, there was no way I would have carried on at that pace to the end. Yeah, blame Charlie. Charlie's idea. It added to the entertainment though. That was good. Good now. Oh. And as you can see, I think we got to about a mile to go, especially the last kilometre. I just upped the pace. I just wanted to finish. But we stayed into heart rate zone 4 for most. Just crept into 5 towards the end there. Oh. So guys, my first treadmill marathon, my second marathon distance under 4 hours, and yeah, I'm gonna feel it afterwards. I'm gonna need more of a rest than I thought I would do, but it was really good, and I can't believe some of you pretty much stayed with me the full 4 hours, including when we lost you halfway through when the streaming software crashed, but we got going again. What might we have done if the streaming software hadn't crashed? So not PB a marathon, which I'm glad about. I don't want to do my PB on the treadmill really. I don't count PBs on the treadmill. I think they need to be outdoors and preferably in a proper measured race. Yeah, Evelyn, I'm sure the casts are going to feel it tomorrow because, as I mentioned earlier on, schoolboy error, forgot to put my calf sleeves on, always running those. And yeah, that was the one area that was starting to, especially on the right side, started to feel like it was tensing up a little bit in the last third. But I think, you know, we just kept going. We just tried to keep the pace as relaxed as possible, even though I'm sure the form was suffering towards the end. In terms of hydration, we kept hydrated. As I say, we've got the dehumidifier on in here, which has really helped there, I think. Fan blowing in my face, and I've just been topping up on electrolytes. I did have a big pint of electrolyte 2 hours before, and despite taking a rest break before we started, I did need to go really from after the halfway mark and that final section. Especially when I wasn't talking to you. When I was talking to you, it took my mind off it. And when I wasn't talking, I was just thinking, can I really run like this in a bit of, you know the way it is, a bit of discomfort. Anyway, we did make it. We got there. Your encouragement, guys, has been absolutely fantastic. If anybody was popping out and intended to pop in soon after 4 hours, thinking that I was going to finish in around 4:20 or something, then sorry, you missed the end. You missed the exciting bit. But never mind, eh? You can watch it on replay and see what happened. Right, guys, I really have now deserved a big pint of lemon squash is what I'm going to have when I get in. I'm going to heat up the curry. I'm going to pour myself a nice glass of red wine. I'm going to eat a banana, and I'm going to relax today, tomorrow. We'll see how we go next week. Thanks once again, guys, for fantastic support. Couldn't have asked for more. I think we got over 30 people watching at times. and it looks like there's even, you know, near to that now watching right at the end. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed it. We will do it again, not for a while, not marathon for a while, but remember, there'll be quite a lot of videos coming now over the course of the next couple of weeks, including on Christmas Eve, the live streaming when we run with Simone Farah. I'm losing my voice now. I'm gonna have to end it there, guys. Thanks again. You've been fantastic. Goodbye.